Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 96. Rounding up close to 100 soon of Modern Skyblock 3. Today I've been just messing around with a few things off camera in preparation for killing a wither. So I'm making some dark iron bars, which can be used to make a few things, including reinforced obsidian, which should be cool. Now I don't know precisely... Well, that's a stack. All right, cool. How many more grains do I have? Half a stack? Cool. So I want to make a wither cage, basically. A structure within which I can spawn a wither and not worry about him getting out. And to do that, it'll probably require a couple stacks of this stuff. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, definitely an amount that we need to know about. So right now, I'm cooking up more obsidian, and I'm cooking up... I've found that there's basically like two ways to make this stuff. There's this way, which is slower. And then while looking through JEI, I found a faster way. So if we make some steel, let's make like 100 of it, right? And that cooks up pretty quickly. And then we pop over to this dude over here. Nuclear Craft has a recipe for obsidian. I'm going to need a little bit more obsidian than that. And I'm going to need this guy to be a little bit faster, I feel like. Well, no, technically this guy needs to be faster. Greatly increases. So you're already at Signalum base, so I could get you up to Resonant base, which would make you a little bit quicker. But you'd still be kind of slow. I don't know, we'll see. Long story short, you're making obsidian for me. And we've got more obsidian in here. Obsidian's always kind of been like a slow to make process. Though to be fair, we should have... UU matter. Don't we have like a ton of this stuff? Or no? We were doing something with matter fabricators at some point. Because we have a ton of this. Right? Which shouldn't be too particularly bad. Well, that's cool. So could I like... Yeah, you. Oh, you don't want to be. Okay, that's cool. Configure slots. There? I guess that works. And then you do that for me? So do you only run when you have scrap in you? Because that's kind of neat. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll let this thing run. I mean, it's just another way to get it, right? It works. It works! Oh, goody, it's raining. Oh, goody. I love when it rains. Oh, that's a confusing looking image, isn't it? So anyway, we take steel. Ingots. And we combine them with obsidian. And it's much faster. Than getting dark steel through this process. Either way requires obsidian, though, so it is what it is. With that said, we should be able to get a decent bit more of this stuff. Yeah, we're getting there. So I want pretty much a bunch of witherproof blocks, if I may. Shouldn't be that bad. We might need to get more grains, which needs flint and steel on bedrock, right? So I might, you know, play with that a little bit. Wow, I have a lot of flint and steel. I assume those came from opening loot bags? Probably. It's the only explanation for why we have so many. So maybe I'll just play with this a little bit and get more grains of infinity. I don't think there's any other way to get grains of infinity. Nope, that is the only way. That's, you know, what's up. So I will play with this a little bit more off camera, but for now, hopefully we have enough to get like the basics. And I think you guys will magnet, right? Yeah, that's cool. We had like an automated setup for this, but I never did. I broke it down and I didn't rebuild it. It's totally something I could do if I wanted a lot more grains, but yeah, we'll see. I'll consider it. Let's set up with our exchanger and our builder to start building with these reinforced obsidian dudes, and then we'll see what's up. So at this point we need more grains of infinity to make more of this stuff. Not the end of the world. Let's not light that on fire. That would be bad. So how minimal can we make this building? I think a 5x5 structure would be cool, right? So like what I could do is something like that, and then we'll swap these guys out, and that looks good. And then I'm thinking like vertical columns. So vertical columns of height. Is 5 where I want to be, or is 4 going to be enough, you think? Like, how would that look? You think that would contain the wither, or should I go like one more at 5? I'm thinking that would be cool. How long do you take to break? Longer than it would be to just do this. Because if I build this thing correctly, I should be able to do it in such a way that we use like a minimal amount of this stuff. I believe is an accurate statement. And worst case, we just let a wither out. And you know, but I think that'll keep him in, right? Because he can't go through a one. I mean, obviously I need a roof, like that goes without saying. But I think that's a pretty efficient way to keep him in. So we'll test it and make sure that in fact it does keep him in. So wither proof. That is a lot of grains of infinity per weatherproof block. We are 100% going to need to re-automate this. If we want to... I mean, this should be safe. I feel like it'll be safe, right? Like, obviously needing a roof, but I think that's enough room. I guess we'll find out, right? And it'll be a fun experiment. And maybe we'll let a wither out. We'll find out. Worst case, I can just, like, fly up super high and like lead him up and away from the rest of my base so that he doesn't destroy too much of the base. I'm a little nervous about this, to be honest. I should test this in another world, but I think it'll be all right. He said unoptimistically. Other witherproof options are something from Mystical Agriculture, which is not unlocked just yet. And then Palladium and Ionite and Atheum, which are all high tier environmental tech stuff. We're getting Palladium right now, but like, no. Just no. Not where I want to be with it. So, let's see. What was it? It was something that lit blocks. Fire starter or something like that. I don't know. I'll find it. Let's come back in a few minutes. I'm going to get some more Grains of Infinity. Maybe re-automate this stuff, and then we'll see what's up. All right, guys. I think I have a... I don't want to say elegant, but it's a functional system. Basically, random things igniters facing down, ranged collector next to it, collecting the stuff that we need, Grains of Infinity. Timer, redstone pulse. So, like, the redstone signal has to stay on for the flames to stay on, but then they go out after about 30 seconds. So did it just pull? There it goes. Sweet. Nice. So it takes about a maximum, it looks like, of 30 seconds for the fire to go out on the bedrock. So I made it 31 seconds of a delay. So basically every 31 seconds, the timer on the left pulses, it turns off the redstone signal for a second, and then relights it so that it relights the flames. And I'll show you in a moment why you want that to stay on. So there we go, and then pulse. Sweet. So without the redstone signal, it turns off. So like it needs a steady redstone signal to stay on at all times. So every 31 seconds it pulses and relights the torches. That's a pretty, I think, decent approach and design to that thing. Like I think that works pretty well. I got no complaints about that. So let's go like put a ceiling on this dude. So let's just do like build to me. So theoretically we need like 2 more of those things and then we should be cool. Oh, hey you. Let's exchange you. Cool. So 1 more of these? And this will keep the dude inside, right? I'm almost certain. Technically, I don't even know if we need that last one, but it's probably not a bad thing to try. And then, if it is a problem, I'll have more Grains of Infinity here to help me out pretty quickly. So in theory, this should be good. right? So he shouldn't be able to get out of here, I don't think. I don't think he can get out this corner. I should really test this somewhere else, but I don't know. Alright guys, I got gun shy, so I just like went AFK for 20 minutes and let a bunch of that Grains of Affinity stuff build up, and I just crafted more so that we'd have like a more fully enclosed area. Now technically it's dark in here. Technically. I guess that's an accurate enough statement. That's not the end of the world. So let's get some soul sand. And let's get some wither skeleton skulls. So we should have enough to at least spawn. Maybe if I got one more skeleton skull converted. I'd like to make like one nether star, which is just for the quest. And then we'll look into like auto spawning. Well, first we have to like get more wither skeleton skulls. And then we're going to want to auto spawn and auto kill the wither. Auto killing the wither is easiest with Draconic, as we know, because there's a machine that can one-shot it. Super OP. But it's a thing that exists, so we'll probably use it. But we don't have Draconic unlocked yet. So we're going to have to see if we're going to want to automate before then or what the deal is. So hopefully this will keep my buddy contained. Advancement made. You know it, Busta. So let's eat a little bit. And hopefully you remain trapped. Just curious like what kind of explosion things will occur. Not so bad. We had a little bit of an explodey thing, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure that I contained it on this side so it didn't destroy this area, because this is where I'll be doing the stuff. So you can't get out, right, buddy? Now, is there like a wither silencer thing? Wither... Because that's loud. And I would like that to be quieter. Isn't there like a thing to like quiet the wither? Bad weather, no cookie or something like that. That's in the pack. I guess it just does. That's the one that does like the no. Oh. So we just have the sound muffler. Well, that's gonna have to do. And hopefully you don't get destroyed. Well, that's better. Come here, buddy. Stop hiding now. And let me cheese you. Hooray! Quest complete! Hey, neat. I got a Withering Soul. That is Mystical Aggradations. Now that can be used to make Wither Skeleton Skulls, which is cool. Can also be used to make a Nether Star Crux, which I'm not quite sure what you are, but you need to block a diamond and some Nether Star and some... obviously mystical agriculture related stuff. I also got a Wither Bone from Armor Plus, which makes the ultimate material, apparently. Sweet. And that ultimate material can be used to make the Ulti Tech Bench, also from Armor Plus. Now, is that what's going to come next in our... after this chapter? Maybe this is Armor Plus, that advanced defense. It sounds reasonable, right? It sounds reasonable. So that'll unlock after I finish this chapter, and we can take a look at whatever. I don't know that mod at all, like even a little bit. So I'm interested in checking out what's up with that. But now we've completed the Wither. So Dark Matter Machines are available to us, as well as the Dark Matter Warper. What do I need to do to get to you? So you require the end, question mark, which we can go to right now, technically. So... that looks all very cool. So we could knock out these quests, and then we can look at the Dark and Light Matter Machines. And the Dark Matter Warper uses Dark Matter to transmute mobs around it into other mobs. It also damages players when they are near it. So that's a thing. So I'd like to be able to get, like, Wither Skeleton. So, like, this is doable. Withered Ribs from Wither Skeleton drops. That thing, right? Does this guy occur? How do I get... I'd like to get lots of Wither Skeleton Skulls. So I'd like to figure out... I know the Dark Matter Warper, but is that the only option? And what's involved in making a Dark Matter Warper? That requires 1 piece of Dark Matter and some Obsidian. Well, that ain't so bad. I mean, we've got a piece of Dark Matter, and we've got Obsidian, right? So Warper here. And that will turn skeletons into... Hey, cool, quest complete. Into wither skeletons? So do we have skeletons? No. So let's get the imprisonment tool. So we've got creeper and zombie and moa and pink slime and flying cows and all kinds of other cool stuff. Let's get... Oh, man, I need a ghast here. Or I could get rid of one of these guys. I've got 2 moas. I think we could probably get rid of a moa, right? Oh, hey, you just despawned immediately, so that's cool. So let's get a skeleton here, if we may. I would like to disable you for a minute. Pause. Give me a skeleton, guys. Ow. Thank you. And go again. So this thing is just a mob crusher. So tell me what happens. Let's pause you for a minute. I'd like to make it dark. Thank you. I'd like to spawn a couple skeletons and figure out how this dark matter warper works. So it just says it's going to warp stuff. So nearby, oh wow, that gives me some debuffs. Wow, blindness and weakness and hunger and slowness, it's bad. But let's take out the Enderman spawner and put in this thing. And we'll put away, I also got an orange heart from, that's cool. And another star, of course. Enderman can go away. Soul gem from Wither, that's from Silent Gems. I don't entirely know what that makes. Craft with a tool or armor piece allows the item to level up and gain skills. Sweet. Wither ash will work, but let's go ahead and spawn some skeletons here. Yeah, you guys shoot each other and have fun with that. So how does Dark Matter Warper, like, warp these dudes? Shouldn't Dark Matter Warper be doing something? It needs some kind of fuel. Maybe dark matter? Maybe dark matter? I think I've got enough to craft literally one of these at the moment. I still haven't taught it how to auto-craft Enderium, but that's okay. So you're going to turn a bunch of wood and do all that stuff for dark matter. I'm guessing the fuel for the dark matter warper is dark matter. That's the only assumption I can make, which is fair. So, MOAs, I don't think I need MOAs. I would like to get... Oh, that's why he died immediately. Because he got killed by the thing. Dire derp, please. I can always get more MOAs if I need to. They're easy to get. So let's see, is my dark matter done? It's in progress. Still making lots of coal. And now we're crafting the refined obsidian ingots. And we have 1 piece of dark matter scheduled. As soon as I set up auto crafting for Enderium, by the way, I can make as much of this as I want, provided I have enough wood, which typically I don't. Now, why are you listing those 2 as stored? Are you done? You are done. Okay, good. Oh, hey, look at that. You did do the thing. Good job, you. Ow. Did you guys die, please? That would be super cool. Resume. Hooray! So now, ow, 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 ow. Dude, it really hurts. That thing really hurts when you have dark matter in it, doesn't it? But at this point, I can at least... Come on, all my debuffs, pleased to go away. So what I could do is just let that thing... I don't know how long that dark matter is going to run, but we've got wither skeletons in here, so presumably... I can't tell if it's working. I have no idea. All the blindness. All the debuffs. I don't even know what direction I'm facing anymore. I got confused. I mean, it seems to be working, so that's cool. So he'll spawn skeletons, and they'll turn into wither skeletons, and hopefully we are getting some skulls. And if that's not the case, we're going to have to get some kind of beheading tool on there. Now, I don't know how long this stuff's... I mean, he seems to be about half done. So that's cool. Any skulls yet? We got one Wither Skeleton skull. So, like, I'd like a beheading tool. I mean, I could make something with Tinkers. And then there's this Skullfire Sword, but I think that's Avarita. Yeah, which is totally not unlocked just yet. So if I want to behead Wither Skeletons, that's an option. But at the very least, this will start getting me... Oh, look, you guys are done. I'm gonna survive. I hope. I'm at least gonna fly over to where this is, so that if I do die, it's in a safe-ish place. Yeah, that thing hurts. That dark mattery thingy. But we have the mob imprisonment tool with the Wither Skeleton, so that should be cool. So now you should be spawning Wither Skeletons all the time. Yeah. Sweet. And we're just gonna get, hopefully, lots of Wither Skeletons. Cool. And you're import busing into the system, so your Wither Skeleton skulls should... We've got 2. It's not as large a number as I would like to see, but it'll function. Now, I would like to remove this thing. And I think that guy picked it up, which is fine. Yeah, Dark Matter Warper should show up. Oh, it just did, right? Yeah, there it is. So that thing picked it up. Nice. So no more of the blindness and all that nonsense. Okay, so I'll put this guy away. We might want to do something here. You've got a healthy amount of fluid, which is nice. Do I want to try and make this better? Kinda. So, I mean, like, there's other ways to get it, obviously. Wither Skeleton drop. Like, this would be a way to go once we got Mystical Agriculture going. There's ways. Alright, let me think this out. I'll be right back. Alright, so for now what I'll do is put on hold working on anything there. But I do want to go visit the end. You now have everything needed to going to the end and killing the Ender Dragon, but that's not really the end of the pack, is it? Probably not. So we're going to need an End Portal Core. End Portal Core from Sky Resources. Oh my, that's a lot of things. We're going to need some Eyes of Ender. We're going to need a couple blocks of quartz. We're going to need some alchemical gold and some dark matter. Wow, that's a lot of dark matter. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a hefty order of dark matter. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. Hey, you're supposed to be... Don't I have like a lock on you or anything? I would have thought. But I guess not. Alright, so that is a lot of dark matter that we need to go to the end. But I presume that's what's going to happen, because if we look at the quest line, we'll see that you know, a safer portal is needed to complete this chapter and move into the next one, which is that advanced armor stuff, which looks cool and I want to play with. That's cool. Oh, there's a compressed rock crusher? Well, that's cool. Rock crusher and compressed rock crusher. Needs a light matter block. But that's this thing, right? No, it's a rock cleaner. This is the rock crusher. That's still, yeah, that's still pretty good. I'm guessing that means I can put compressed rocks in here. That would be cool. I would be all about that. Rock cleaner, is there a compressed version of that in some way, or a second tier? No, but it's so much faster. It doesn't look like that big a deal. Well, it would be a big deal. Look how backstuffed we are on things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Cool though. Very cool. So let's do this. So if I want to make an end portal core, we're going to need a lot of dark matter. I think that means that we're going to have to, at this point, go ahead and bite the bullet and set up auto crafting for the stuffs. So let's check out down here. You go up there, right? And that's... How's there a witch down here? Witches, please. That's not cool of you to exist, Mr. Witch. So why don't we split this line up a little bit? I feel like that would be the smartest approach for cabling. So let's do cables. Oh, we already have a bunch. Nice. So what we'll probably want to do... What do we got going on here? So we got this thing for auto crafting. Let's do this. Let's disconnect you. And you could go up through that, right? So at this point, you're using now 5 out of 8 channels. So that's good. I think what I should do is probably, in fact, so this should only be using 3 channels now. So we're gonna want some anchors here. And we'll want to basically I don't know exactly how I want this to be laid out, but so you're at 5, right? So if I run this, you shouldn't connect anything, right? And that's cool. Nice. So now you're at 3. Is that correct? Nice. And that's 8. Perfect. So that'll give me a few more rooms for channels up there. And that'll look pretty good too. Alright, so now we want an interface. We're going to have to basically do some auto crafting. I might want 2 interfaces. I'm not entirely sure. I forget what I have over here. What I don't want is evolved Enderman all over my base. That's what I would really super duper appreciate not having ever again. And I know if I update the pack, just to be clear, I know that if I update the pack, you know what, that's probably enough Grains of Infinity for now. I wish I didn't have to do this right here, but I don't think there's a way. I know I can update the pack, and that removes Evolved Enderman. I've mentioned this once or twice before on camera. I'm hesitant to update the pack because I know it'll completely rearrange some of the stuff I got going on. So I'm hesitant to do that. But do we have... We do have an induction smelter here. Perfect. All right, so let's do this. Let's get a bucket. And we will get ender pearls times 4. Right? And we will get our interfaces, which are hopefully done crafting by now. Yep. And what we're going to do is probably here's our magma crucible, right? And here is our fluid transposer. So what I'm going to want to do is have my interface sitting here, and you're going to go into a chest, and you're going to be removed, and you're going to go like that to that. And we'll have our chest here. And you can sit like that. And we will want you to say, don't go into there. Okay. So your recipes are going to go into here. You are going to be set to pull from the back auto input, right? Not the top, but the back. And then you are going to be on the back as well, and we'll have a logistical transporter here. Which is also not connected, if I could. Is it possible to make these not connect? I bet that'll work, right? That should work? I think that'll work. Having that colored should work, right? And then you will... I'd like those not to connect at all, if that were possible, but it may not be. So you know what I'll probably wind up doing? I don't think I need this anymore, so let's remove him. No color there. Let's get rid of this rain. just because rain's a nuisance to me. Right, and that should be cool. Yeah, I like the look of that. Just need to make you, and in fact, you probably don't even need a connection at all there. Okay, so now you'll output to there. So, in theory, is there a way to filter this? Well, you should filter on what's allowed in view. So if I do this, this should work. Right? This should be a pretty compact maker of things. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, so over here, we're going to have a processing pattern with a resonant ender bucket is made with 1 bucket and 4 ender pearls. Okay, and then you use that to make this, and you use this. That's gonna have to be a processing recipe, right? But let's put you over here. And you'll go in here. Right, so if I asked for Enderium, and we might have to teach it the pulverizing recipe, but that should be a quick, nice. And then sand times 4 plus U in this guy makes 4 Enderium. See how nice that is? Super compact. And you know what? This guy can just go right in here. Sweet. So now I should be able to request like copious amounts of Enderium, right? Like I could request 100 of you. So you need more pulverized platinum. And we have some to craft, so that's good. So do we have any platinum? So we know how to make pulverized lead. What I should probably do is just pulverize a bunch of this platinum ore. You know what I could do? I could just make it like an on-demand recipe thing. That should work. I think that'll work. So 1 of you... Do I have a pulverizer here? Makes how much platinum? I'm guessing it's 2, right? Pulverizer? Yeah, 2. So we just put that in that recipe and we should be cool. Okay. So if I want, you know, like I said, 100 of this, that should be doable. Nice. So you're pulverizing a bunch of lead, nice and quickly. You're hopefully gonna open the crucible. Yeah, you are. Nice. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Look at that. It's working beautifully. Right? Because this thing can't accept buckets, and this thing can't accept ender pearls. So we shouldn't have a problem where we have a problem with that. And you, sir, I'm going to call complete. And if I ever get to the point where I want to have that automated again, we know a nice and fast way to do it. That looks even better, I think, than our previous automation steps. So that's good. All right, so you're going to cook up and make my Enderium, and then once you're all done, and this is all, well, this guy... He doesn't really need to be faster, because he's pretty much instant. It's this guy that's slow, and he's top speed, so there's nothing I can do to make him any quicker. But, you know, is what it is. We'll be good. Oh, you're inserting into there. Hold on. Don't I need to, like... Yeah, I don't want you to do that. Where's that little arrow thing? It's going to be hard to see with all this stuff here. That's what I want. I just want to see it like work, and then I'll be happy. Yep, that's better. Nice. Okay. This is why you test things. There's always little nuances that you're like, oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of this guy trying to insert into the chest. Just didn't occur to me. So we should have Enderium coming in. Yeah, we're already at 50. That's cool. All right. I'm going to kick off the craft. Well, I'm going to try to kick off the craft. I don't know if we're going to be able to make 30 of these. So we are missing a hefty amount of wood and some soul sand if we want to get 30 of these. So we've been making oak wood for a while now. We can do that. Could totally do that. I mean, I know trees produce them. There's things we could do to make wood. Like we could do chicken drops. Don't we already have these? If I got a 10-10-10 chicken of wood, I think that would be even faster than our little automation thing that we have going on. That gets a hefty amount, to be fair. Yeah, you're already doing your thing. We got the chickens as an idea. Any other, like, sneaky cool ways to get lots of wood? Short of UU matter, which feels like a stupid waste, right? How are you doing over here? I mean, we've got 59 UU matter. Did I really burn all this? Wow, that's it? I burned out 32 stacks of scrap to get 59 UU matter. That is a comically small amount that we will not be using. You, sir. Yeah, we've got a lot of log chickens. I can only assume that you've done your job and gotten me the chicken types that I need. I kind of stopped paying attention to chickens a little bit, but what I'm going to do is maybe try and get a 10-10-10 log chicken. I wish I could get... Yeah, if I got a 10-10-10 log chicken, that might not be the worst way to go. I mean, there's obviously many ways to automate wood production, but I want, like, a huge amount right now. And this thing has not been fast enough for me. 10-10-10 log chicken might be cool. Come back in a minute. All right, you know what? It is wrapping up point. So let's do this. Let's come back next episode. I will work on a 10-10-10 log chicken between now and then, and we'll see what we can get. Hopefully they will produce like a huge amount of wood, like really fast. And if that's the case, that would be cool. And if it's not, then oh well. We'll figure it out. For now, Darwell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. Take it easy.